So how's it going? This is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing, coming at you with that video as promised with a few simple tips and tricks to improve your guys' online presence. Okay, so obviously I have your home page pulled up here, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at, excuse me, a Google page real quick. Now, I know you guys are in Dardenne, Prairie, right next to Lake St. Louis. So I went ahead and I took Lake St. Louis as the area I'm going to search for roofing in. So if I lived in Lake St. Louis area or around there, even over to Wentzville or O'Fallon, so on and so forth. And I know you guys are down in Illinois and in Florida too a little bit. So, but let's go ahead and take Lake St. Louis for instance. And if I was searching for roofing services to be done in there, that's one way I would definitely search it. So we're seeing some Google guaranteed ads. Of course, these are local companies or they are doing service in the area and they are verified and trusted within Google and guaranteed to a certain monetary value for their services. Now, these are the three within this area that are paying to get this exposure and be on the front page right up front like this, okay? Now, these will convert quite a few customers for these businesses, as the conversion rate on these ads is typically 30 to 40%, okay? Now, we're going to see a different type of ad here that you don't see too often is within this Google Map Pack. So these are ranking the Google business profiles of these companies and the ones that service this area for roofing or exterior services. So you want to make sure your Google business profile is completely filled out and optimized. And for you guys, since you service quite a few different areas, I would want one within the major cities that you or areas that you guys are trying to service for roofing. I would have a Google business profile for each of them so you can rank within each different area, right? So you want to optimize that to their full extent to make sure that Google can start ranking you within here, because you'll get 30 to even 50% of your total traffic from these Google Map Packs, okay? So they are key to be within those top three. Next, you got the organic listings. So we are going to see a few different directories. So we have Angie, Better Business Bureau, Yelp as the top three. Then you even have Home Advisor, and sometimes there's, Yellow Pages, so on and so forth. But the first organic company we're seeing ranked here is Lake St. Louis Roofing and Construction. Now, most likely the reason they're ranking right here is because of the names themselves. Since I'm searching for roofing in Lake St. Louis, Missouri, they're going to definitely rank up here because of the name of the company itself. So I did go ahead and I clicked them out too, and we'll take a look at them in the program that I'm going to throw you into here in just a second. Now, let's take a look at the homepage of the website here. I really love your guys' logo. Of course, it's nice front and center. We got a little slideshow going on, which I definitely don't mind. Some of the videos a little grainy. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the quality is just not up to par. And sometimes these videos can make your website a little bit slow. And of course, if your website's slow, Google would not want to rank you up there quite as much as they would necessarily if you didn't have them. Okay. Now, quick rule of thumb, I always like looking at the homepage, is because Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage, and it looks like we're a little bit under that. So that's definitely something you would want to optimize the homepage to have. And then within those words of content, a quick little rule of thumb is every 150 to 200 words of content, have one of those buyer intent keywords. Okay, and for this type of service, you would want, some type of service you provide, roofing, roofers, roof repair, roofing companies, roof companies, any type of keyword like that attached to a location, right? Because that's going to be buyer intent. Somebody in that area searching for those services right now. Okay, so definitely need to optimize the homepage, and we can even go down here. Let's see. Okay, so content is anything I can highlight. So I can highlight these words, and then I can even highlight these pictures, right? Or these images. So these are content. Okay, so Google scrolls through here and is not seeing these images. It's seeing what these images are saved as within the website. So we can check that out even real quick. You can right click it, save image as, and you can see how this image is saved as a bunch of numbers, underscores, dashes, and so on and so forth. Well, that's bringing no extra value to your guys' website. You want these to be saved as keywords, buyer intent keywords, to bring more traffic into your homepage. And you can do that on top of the additional content and keywords within the words themselves, and then throw some sneaky ones within the pictures, right? So super simple trick anybody can do. Now I went ahead and I threw the URL or the website within this paid program we use called Ahrefs. Now the first thing it's going to show me is a rating of a DR and a UR. So the difference is the DR is the rating of the entire website, and UR is the rating of the homepage by itself. So the homepage we can see is lacking in trust within Google. Now the rest of the website is doing much better. We still want to see that between a 30 and 40. And that's when Google's really starting to trust your website a lot, and will start ranking you for all the keywords that you have. Now, for the website of your size and the amount of areas you serve, I would want to specifically have a lot more keywords within here, so you can start ranking for a lot more things, especially with all the areas you serve, because you could have keywords for every area you serve and all the services that you provide within those areas. So you should have well within the hundreds of different keywords. And I would even have like a service areas tab with all the different areas that you serve that are clickable that you can go into, and they have your services within each of those, so that you can rank for keywords within every area for every service that you provide. Okay, that's a super cool way of getting a bunch of keywords within your website and ranking quickly. Okay, now you want to obviously build trust within Google, and you do that by these backlinks that you have within these referring domains. Now, one thing about these is that they are all not the same, so they aren't all of the same quality. So you want quality backlinks within quality referring domains that are typically relevant to the industry that you're in, roofing or exteriors, right? So definitely want to get these up to start getting so with a 20, definitely with the amount of backlinks you have, you already have decent quality. But it's looking like most of your backlinks probably aren't going to your homepage, which is why this is dropping down a little bit, or just the way that your homepage is optimized, not having the correct amount of content on there is the reason for this lower scale score. Okay. Now, with all these numbers in mind, your whole website, for the amount of areas you serve, is only getting 15 people coming in per month. I find that fairly low and easy to fix, right? Especially if you guys want to grow the company, which I'm sure you do. And that's what I do, and what I'm even trying to do with my company, right? All the time is grow and get more clientele in and everything like that. And I'm sure you're the same. So you definitely want more traffic into the website. There's no doubting that. So let's take a look at that first company coming in here, Lake St. Louis Roofing and Construction. Their homepage here. So we can see right off the bat a little bit more content than you guys. So it's going to be a little bit more optimized to Google's liking. And then we can throw them right into that same program. But look at their ratings, right? Because of the amount of the little backlinks they have. So they have no trust within Google. They have low amount of keywords as well. They're getting a little bit more traffic. And they're going to be only ranking within that, St. Charles County area. So one thing we can kind of do and show you maybe what you're missing out on a little bit here is let's take St. Louis, for instance. I don't know if you guys actually work in there. It says Missouri and Illinois. I'm going to figure you do. So let's say you guys had a service page for St. Louis, right, within your website. You would have that service page ranking for the St. Louis type of keywords, right? So let's take this first competitor when I type in roofing St. Louis, Missouri, and let's throw them into here and see the potential traffic, right? Okay, so you're seeing their DR and UR is decent. with the amount of backlinks that they have. So I would assume some of their backlinks aren't of the highest quality. With that many, you should be having a higher trust within Google. But even look at that. They're getting about 3,000 people into the website every month, just from having the correct keywords and ranking for those keywords, right, within Google. So this is the possibility of missing out on. And even with the amount of area that you guys service, you could break this pretty easily as well. So that's what I would definitely be looking into, is optimizing the website to bring in all the keywords that you need to rank for and getting that traffic boosted up exponentially. Because again, right now you're at 15, right? And build trust within Google, those backlinks. All this is fairly simple and easy to do. It does take time and effort, but I think of it as an investment in the long run. Is very much worth it, especially if you're looking to grow the company and expand into different areas as well. Okay. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you taking your time out of the day to watch it. I would like some feedback from you, whether you did learn anything or not. And maybe this information went straight over your head and you have no clue what I'm talking about. For any of these instances, I would, of course, want you to reach out to me with any questions or concerns, and feel free to do that, whether it be a phone call, a text, or an email. So again, I do really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and have a good rest of your day as well. Thank you.